Definitely honored to receive the invitation and to get to be a part of the experience and just get to experience all the glory that is the Senior Bowl. I've heard a lot about it. My dad said he was watching it since he was a kid, and I always had dreams of me playing in it. And then just for me to get the invite is just, I know it's big for him, but it's really big for me, and just that I'll probably be playing for him and just the future of my career as well in that game.
Did you get to talk to Phil Savage at all when he visited?
I saw him one day. We were going through meetings, shook his hand, hello, and moved about my day. We were going through a lot of stuff in practice and didn't get to talk to him. But when I saw his name tag, I was like, holy crap, that's Phil Savage. And it was definitely pretty cool.
You seem to be kind of, earlier, in weeks past, you were kind of taking some reps off during the time that we were out there. Now it seems like you're going through all of them. Are you getting better? Can you tell you're improving physically?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with some of the rushes that I can do and really moving around. Because I think now it's just, this week's really just been about getting my body used to what it used to be able to do and really just getting comfortable with certain movements and not thinking about tearing my groin again, anything like that. Just really thinking on just making plays and getting back to my old self.
How many snaps did you play last week?
I think maybe closer to 20. Okay. I think I haven't seen the play sheet yet, anything like that.
Okay.
What do you think? How do you feel about playing a team like Auburn from the standpoint of your assignment? I mean, they're different. It's not like you can just get after the quarter. You're not just going to be able to get after the quarterback. A lot of stay at home. And that kind of stuff.
It definitely isn't fun. You have to really play. You have to really focus on the read and have pretty more. Actually, 3/4 of the game, you're probably going to be hitting a pulling guard or hitting that little tight end in the backfield. And I mean, it's not a fun thing looking forward to, but at the same time, playing Auburn is like a home game to me. I mean, everybody from my high school, they always go to the Auburn games. Always maybe 45 minutes away. It's a short trek, and a lot of people from my high school go there. And I know I'm bringing up a lot of my family, so I mean, it's definitely a big game for me too.
How much of y'all's success last year against our offense? Is that in any way that kind of carries over, you think, to this game on Saturday?
If we can execute like we did last year, we can get guys to focus on their keys and not worry about trying to make someone else's play and really just have great eye control of this game, because that's what I really feel like this game's all about, is really eye control and focusing on your key and not trying to do too much and not trying to see a lot.
How much does their tempo challenge that focus? I mean, Coach Rick talked about how they run it instead of throwing it around, and that makes it tough when you guys stopping the run.
I mean, it definitely sucks. I mean, you just have to really get them in situations where they can't take advantage of the tempo that they can go at. I mean, if you get TFLs, you get sacks, you get plays in the backfield, I mean, you can stop their momentum and force them to actually change their play calling and actually make corrections and not just go off script. And I mean, you just really can't let them make big plays, because if they do, they're going to keep going and keep repeating it over and over again. And you just got to focus on not letting them get those plays.
This is about to be out of your purview, but as a business major, did some alarms go off for you, or with what happened at Missouri with that boycott and the threat? Do you see some things happening in the college game about players having some control and possibly that bleeding into compensation issues? And
yeah, that's definitely big. I mean, I saw when I saw the players, first I saw the black players saying they were boycotting, then I saw the whole team, and then when I saw Gary Pingle say that he fully supported the team, and I was like, man, this is about to get really, really crazy in the world of college football and just in the nation. And then just seeing the quick turnaround of the president resigning, I think that's in my mind. I know it might not be true. I just am a college student, but I feel like that was just an attempt to. I just feel like they were trying to quell the situation before it got even bigger, which is how I feel it's going to get in the next couple of years. But I mean, that just shows how strong or how much impact and power a college football team can have on the nation and on their team.
You think that could embolden players on other issues, Dan? I mean, you mentioned how quickly the president resigned after Missouri's players did what they did. You think that could embolden players to be quicker about taking those kind of steps?
Yeah, I mean, there's certain situations where coaches tell the players that you can't try not to get involved, or don't tweet on this, don't tweet on that. But in the situation over there, I mean, you couldn't really ignore it, because we're not living through. They're living through that day after day after day in places that are maybe a mile or so away or 10 miles or so away. I mean, you can't ignore this. You want to just not bring heat to your program, but at the same time, you really just can't let that go by because that's just showing how college athletes and how a football team really has a voice in the community, can have a voice in certain controversial matters in this nation.
Is it striking considering that it took the football team to do it, as opposed to, they've been protesting and been raising those concerns for weeks, but then once the football team does it, it just kind of...
I mean, in my mind, it just brings up just, you got to think about the money. I mean, there's a lot of money that gets put into college football, and I mean, that's what I feel like it was a damage control type of thing that, I mean, the school would lose a lot of money if the football team didn't play that Saturday or go through the team activities. And I mean, that's just how crazy it is that it takes something like that for a change to happen.